My salary then was 1,200 dirhams.
A month. That's like less than £300.
Yeah. The first 3 months was hell because I couldn't close any deal. I got to a level whereby I feel like, man, I think I'm done in Dubai.
Really?
Yes. The next day I said, hey, no more working, I'm done. I was just lying down there every day, today, tomorrow, very sad, depressed. Whatever it takes, I'm going to make it happen. So security in the afternoon, bouncer in the evening. You need to go to locations where you're going to meet people who can afford what you sell. Every developer I took him to, he was buying.
No way.
You want to go big? Go big. I buy the product, I take it to my country or wherever in Dubai, and I sell it. I'll make it double the price. So why would I go invest it in property and wait for 10 years to get my return of investment? You make money, you're living in the bank. No, you have to use that money to start making money for you.
I hope you guys are excited to get into this episode. Don't forget, if you would like to purchase an investment property in Dubai, make sure to fill out the form below and book a free consultation with me.
Welcome to the Building Wealth Without Borders podcast with me, Lámidé Elizabeth, where I'll be bringing you guests from around the world to share their strategies on building wealth. And today we're in Dubai with serial entrepreneur, real estate broker, founder of Ofex Holiday Homes and Everyone Wellness Drink, Victor Marvic. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much.
So, for those who that intro was not enough for, introduce yourself to our listeners.
Okay, my name is Victor Ugochukwu Ofekwe, and I'm Nigerian, and I live in Dubai. Like she said, I'm into real estate. I have a real estate company here in Dubai. Then I have a holiday home. Then I have a wellness drink, which I have a partner on it. And that's me. I do business all around, back home in Nigeria and in Dubai and every other country, South Korea and the rest of them.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm really excited to have you on the podcast because a lot of the guests that we've had on the podcast sometimes have a similar journey in terms of growing up in the UK or in the West, going into banking or finance, stuff like that. But your journey is a little bit different. So I think it's definitely going to bring something different to the listeners, especially for those who are watching from Africa or other parts of the world, right? So I really want to get into that journey because you arrived to Dubai from Nigeria as a security guard, and now you're a seven-figure entrepreneur. So before we get into the whole move to Dubai, what was life like in Nigeria, like as you were growing up?
Life was good. Life was just in the middle, and did my secondary school, lived all my life in Lagos, started doing business at the age of 14.
What business was that?
So in my father's compound, I had to build like a little shop where I started playing video games and renting CDs. You know, back then, movies, Nigerian movies. So I rent them. I distribute around the whole street. After one day, I go back to get them. And I rent them for like maybe 15 naira then. I can't remember. So after that, I got admission to go to the university. So I left the business and I went to school. So it was a little bit difficult, but yeah, my parents were trying to make me go to school. They paid a little they can, and I was struggling. And yeah, I finished school. Then I went to youth service.
Let's get into that. So what made you start this business at 14 years old? Was it your dad's business or was it your business that you came up with?
It's my business. So it's like, I think right from when I was little, I like to make 1 naira to make it 2 naira. So I always think of what can I do to make money? Because it wasn't abundant from where I was coming from. It wasn't there. My father was struggling. My mom was struggling to raise us. And so we as a guys, we try to survive by any means, like legally. So we're working hard. You know, I had to even go to the market, work in the market. And
what did your parents do? What were their jobs?
My father used to be a businessman and used to buy and sell. My mom used to be a fashion designer. So whereby a lot of people, she sews clothes for people. Sometimes they owe her, they didn't pay her. So, and I decided to say I want to make money. So next, in my compound, I had to go get some woods, get some cement, and I did this shop, you know. Me and my friend, I remember his name is Ugo, he was my namesake. We decided to buy, he has a PlayStation and I have the TV and I have the store. So we came together and started doing video game. From there, I started to raise some little money. I actually went to work at 15, where they were paying me 1,500 naira.
How much is that in like dollars?
Oh God. It was like, in dollars, maybe $10.
Okay.
That was then, a long time ago. I can't remember, but yeah. So I made some money. Then I used to get a TV. I got the CDs. There's a market called Alaba. I buy the CDs. So every 2 weeks, there's a new release of movies in Nigeria. So I buy it and I bring it and I put it in my store. So people all over the street, they know me. So they come, they rent this thing. After 2 days, I go back and I take it. and I keep
So
it.
you were like Netflix?
Yeah, I was like Netflix, yeah. If I had the sense, I would have maybe do it then. So yeah, I was doing that and I got admission to go to university.
What did you study at uni?
Mass communication.
Mass communication?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to leave and I went to school. So then I was making money when I was 15. So when I went to school, there was no money. So I had to start relying on my parents, my brothers. It wasn't easy, but yeah. Finished school, did my youth service.
So explain what that is.
So youth service, after you finish school in Nigeria, you go for 1 year service, which you're going to serve the nation. So they make you do training, they make you do teaching. So this for 1 year. So I did that. After 1 year, I went to stay with my uncle in Port Harcourt, where I decided to learn his trade, which is clearing and forwarding. So when you buy goods all outside the country, you bring it to Nigeria. So they clear it for you. So this is what I wanted to do. But I didn't get the opportunity to learn it. But
why not?
I think the business is more like a secret. So I was just outside. I didn't get to penetrate the business more. So then I was sitting down one day and there was like, oh, so his brother is in Dubai. And they were like, they're looking for somebody who is going to help him in Dubai because he has a lot of customers who come to Dubai to buy products. I overheard them and I said, oh, wow, I would love to go. And
did you know what Dubai was?
No. That was the first time I heard about Dubai.
Okay. What made you think I would love to go?
I just want to leave Nigeria.
Oh, why?
I think if you've told me to go to Cotonou, then I would have gone.
I don't even know what that is.
Togo, Benin.
Oh, okay.
So
you just wanted to get out.
At that time, everybody, you traveled outside the country. He traveled outside the country. He's doing fine, So at that time, I just said, wow, I think I would love to travel. That was the first time I thought about ever traveling out of Nigeria. So, but unfortunately, I didn't get it because I didn't even understand the line of business he's doing. So they wanted somebody who understands the line because he was in oil and gas, tools, and the rest of them. So I didn't know about the business. So they took someone else. But after some time, he called from Dubai and said, there's an opportunity for a job in Dubai. And I was interested. I was so young then. I think I was like 21 or 22. So I just wanted to get a better future or something. I didn't even ask what job is it and the rest of them. So I had to raise some money from my parents, from my family, just to make sure I get the visa and everything. And I gave them the money and they prepared the visa for me. And so I waited and waited. Luckily, I got the visa. The day they sent the visa, I was so happy. When I opened the visa, I saw guard.
What?
Guard, like GUARD. So security guard.
Okay.
But it was written guard. So I was like, what's guard? Security. Is it security? So I said, no, maybe it's a different kind of security in Dubai. It's not the kind of security we see in Nigeria. So anyways, whatever it takes me to go, I'm going to leave this country. So I left. The day I remember I was flying. So I went with my mom at the airport.
Your first time on a plane?
Yeah, first time in plane actually. So we prayed at the airport. People were like looking at me and my mom. My mom was in the middle of the airport and was praying. So my son is going to be well with you and everything. I was like, everyone was watching me. Even my friend was watching me. Like, my mom didn't care. I was speaking in tongues and everything. Yeah, she was speaking in tongues. So I left to Dubai. I landed Dubai around 4 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. And
what year was this?
2012.
Okay, cool.
I think February 2012.
Okay.
So I landed Dubai and it was like around 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. and everywhere was bright. And the sun was hell. I was like, I thought it's supposed to be snowing here.
Snowing?
I swear to God.
Why?
I said, this is my first time I was traveling. I've never been outside the country, so I felt like I didn't even research. I didn't even do anything about the country. I only went on Facebook. I know I saw somebody who went to my school and he's in Dubai.
Okay.
So I asked him, what do you do? He said, yeah, he's making money. He's working, blah, blah, blah. But he was not opening up to me like actually what he does.
Right.
So anyways, I just took his contact and I was discussing with him to help me know what's going on and everything. So when I landed at the airport, they took me to my uncle's office. They gave me some welcome food and drink. After that, they said, hey, you're going to your place of work.
On the day you landed?
Yeah, the day I landed. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We ate, they bought us SIM card, me and my friend, his name is Ugo. And they took us to the place of work. It was my accommodation in Al Quoz. When we got in there, it was like, I saw the bunks and everything. So people were just climbing their bunk and hey, Victor, this is your bunk up there. I'm like, really? I said, is this the abroad I thought I was coming to? No way. But at the end of the day, I said, I'm here already, so I need to make it happen. Most people turn back, say, no, they cannot stay. They're going back home. Some people I know actually went back to Nigeria.
They didn't like because of the living situation,
the
or
living
what?
situation, the job, and everything. For me, I said to myself, my mom has to struggle to get, my dad has to struggle to raise some money. Even my brother, my junior brother has to give me some money to come to Dubai.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, I'm not going to disappoint these people and go back home. Whatever it takes, I'm going to make it happen.
So let's just explain, because some people would not know. I didn't actually know about this whole bunk situation. I think Gift was one of the first guests of the podcast, actually. She also landed in something like that. So it's kind of like a room, right? And there's like lots of different bunk beds in one room.
Yeah, it's just like you're living in a dormitory, like a
uni dorm.
Secondary school where you have your bunk,
Yeah.
Grown up who is living in a 1-bedroom apartment or wherever.
We don't have that in the UK, for example. Even in uni, you don't have bunk beds. You have your own room with a bed. Maybe some people have like 2 beds, but it's not like bunk beds. So these situations, like it's probably normal to you, but a lot of people growing up it's not normal to have like 3 bunk beds in one room with strangers and living there.
I think it's not because, the rental price in Dubai is very expensive.
Yeah.
If you're going to rent a room for yourself, I think you're going to take your whole salary and give it to you for the rent. So people prefer to share this apartment and survive. We just want a place to lay our head, wake up and go to work. That's it.
So how was it? So what was your first job like? How was it?
So my first job was security, straight up. I came back and they gave me my place of work. It was like, I could remember it was in TCOM. It's called Time Oak Hotel or something. So I worked as a security, and the next thing they did was so there's a place I worked, like a club. It's called, it's a hotel and a club, Hyatt Regency. I worked there also. And so I was sitting down in the accommodation one day and it's like, hey, they need some security guys to work in a Hyatt hotel. So when people were like, this hotel, they're very strict, you cannot make money there. People are wicked and everything. So when I heard that and they say they're looking for securities, I was hiding. I don't want them to call me to go to this place of work. Fortunately, I remember this guy. When I was hiding, he pointed me, hey, Victor, come, you have to go. So they took 3 other guys, and we went for this interview. So the security agency is trying to win this contract.
Okay.
So they need to bring the best guys who is going to represent them. So the managers and the security asked me some questions, asked the guys some questions, and they say, hey, they want this guy, Victor. I say, he speaks well. As a security, you speak well, and you're a graduate, so you speak well. He's looking good, he's everything. So I think he will do well. I was actually running not to get this job, and I got it. But lucky for me, I think the place was one of the best places as a security, because I worked as a security. Then at night, I go work as a bouncer there.
Okay.
So as you work in
what's
a club,
the difference between security and bouncer?
Security works in what do you call it? Security, they work in a hotel, in the lobby, reception. So bouncer work in the club. Okay. So they protect people and the rest of them. Okay. So I do both of them. So security in the afternoon, bouncer in the evening. So I was actually making money because I get good tips. So after
they get bouncer tips?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we got good tips, and I wasn't even touching my salary every month.
Just living off of the tips.
Yes. So that was a very good one for me. I could take care of my family back home. So immediately 1 month, 2 months, I started sending money back home for my parents. Okay. So that was it about security.
Was there so you were saying that like when you landed, regardless of the circumstances, you were like, I'm not going back. Was there any point during like these first couple of years where you were like, maybe I should go back, or this is too difficult or something like that? Or you were just like, nope, like I have a plan. What was your plan? What mentally, what were you going through at this point? Or were you just happy to be making money?
I was just going by the day, but it got to a level whereby I feel like, man, I think I'm done in Dubai. So what happened was I was working in this club, and I have this security manager who always make my life miserable. Actually, 2 of them. So one is an Indian guy. What he does was that he doesn't want to see me sitting down. So I literally stand for 12 hours every day. He always look for me in the CCTV. Like, hey, where is Victor? Where is Victor? If I'm on break, I'm having my lunch or my dinner, he's looking for me. And the next thing he's going to call, or he go on walking, talking, Victor, where are you? So he made my life miserable. I couldn't even rest and everything. Look under my legs were like swollen and the rest of them. So another one, I conquered that because, I'm here to make money. So the other one was my other security supervisor, the manager. He always embarrassed me. When I come to work, the first thing he wants to do, he checks my... Now, you look at me, you can see that there's no BS in me. So he brings his hand and feel my cheek to make sure he doesn't get a single hair. So it's a grooming standard. You don't have to have a single hair as a security.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So every day he comes, he checks me, and he said, he searches me if I have tips and the rest of them. I look at him and say, don't treat me this way. I'm a graduate. I'm not a... So I say, that's why the fact I'm working as a security doesn't mean I'm supposed to be here. Please respect me. So he keep doing that to me until one day, everybody's getting tips. He's okay with it. But immediately I get tips, he comes for me immediately. So one day, he was like, he searched me and he found 20 drams on my pocket.
Which is like £5.
Yes. So I think that was the end. That was the end for me working as a security in that club.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They called me to the CCTV room, called my bosses from my club, my security company. Yeah, Victor took tips, blah, 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 rest of them. In fact, I was the one who said I'm done. I removed my name tag. I said, hey, I'm done with this embarrassment because I see these guys taking tips. And you didn't even say a word to them. But you came, you harassed me.
Why do you think he was like that to you?
I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I'm still looking for him. Yeah. No, I'm looking for him to tell him thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, not to say why you did this to me. Thank you. Because if not for him, I might still be a security right now.
Oh, okay. So tell me, what was the journey?
That was the end. After I took out my name tag and I gave him and I went home. I said, I'm done. I went home, lied on my bed. The fan was rolling. I could see very speed. The fan was going very speed, but I could see it slowing down. My head was like, fuck, I'm done. Because in Dubai then, if you don't complete your 2 years contract, they give you a ban. You cannot work anywhere anymore in Dubai.
Oh, is it?
That was then, yeah.
Okay.
So I was working for only 8 months. Yeah. And everybody in the company, because most people are like, Victor, you're done. You're getting the ban. You're going back home to Nigeria. It's like, God. My family sees me in Nigeria. What would they say? They would just shake their heads and say, man, you failed. So I was just lying down there every day, today, tomorrow, very sad, depressed. Even my company called me, the manager there, I can remember. So they said, okay, Victor, you've messed us up. We've lost our money, blah, 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 and the rest of them. Okay, we're going to deal with you.
Huh?
Yeah. So what he did was, they gave me another place of work.
Okay.
So they say, yeah, you're going to resume duty, blah, 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 and the rest of them. So I said, okay. The next day, they took me for place of work. It was an uncompleted building. I was alone in that building. They gave me a torch, gave me a table and a chair in an uncompleted building. And cold, darkness, I was so scared. The next day, I said, hey, I'm no more working. I'm done. I went back home again to there, I can remember. Slept in my bed. Started thinking. So my friend was working in a hotel. It's called Emirates Grand Hotel in Sheikh Zayed Road. I see them wearing suits every day and they go to work. And one of them told me, you can come try for interview in our company as a security. I think they're looking for security. I said, okay. Then I started reading. Now I don't want to go as normal security. I wanted to go as a security supervisor. So now I started reading how to be a security supervisor.
Reading books?
Yeah, I reading books, Google and everything. So I read the thing. So normally I understand that I know about evacuation in a hotel. I know the process. There's a lot of procedure if you want to evacuate. Maybe there's a fire or there's an earthquake, there's something. There's a procedure where you do. So I learned it. As a supervisor, you need to know how to do this. So I learned it. I learned how to control staff like security guys. If you have like 10 staffs under you, 20 staffs, the position, do the briefing to them, tell them what to do. So when I went for this interview, the guy was like, ask me these questions. I was explaining to them like as if I've done it before. I was just a security person. So now I was going to security for a supervisor. So he asked me, have you done supervisor work? I said, yeah, I was a security supervisor in my previous place. So he asked me these questions. I was answering. It was very, wow. And they gave me the job. I started working as a security supervisor in that hotel.
You was gassed? Meaning like you was really happy?
Yeah, I was really happy. Like I understand everything. But there was a problem because now in Dubai, to be a security supervisor back then, you have to have 7 years experience.
Oh.
And I had just 8 months experience.
Oh.
Yeah. So I couldn't get the
License.
Sarah card.
Okay.
And if the police come, I don't have it, it's a problem for me and the company. So before then, now I was sitting down in the hotel, the opposite side, as a security person. And I see people wearing suit every day, going up, coming back, driving their cars, and they're going out. I saw 2 Nigerian guys, Tommy, Daniel, and the rest of them. I was like, every day I see them, I come and ask them, what do you guys do up there? So they're sales. What kind of sales? So we sell whatever. I said, okay. I told them I'm a graduate and I did sales in school. Actually, I did sales and marketing. I did mass communication. In mass communication, there's a course called sales and marketing. So then I did sales and I think I can do it. They look at me and like, say, okay, there's this man, he's the manager, his name is Feraz. Try to approach him. So every day I see him, I greet Feraz. How you doing, sir? It's fine. You know, I was very nice. I greet him all the time. I put a smile on my face. And one day I go to him and say, sir, I would like to work with you guys.
Was this when you was a security supervisor or nothing?
Yeah, security supervisor. But then I didn't have a document. So anytime from now, they're going to kick me out.
It's risky, okay.
Yeah. So, and I approached him and said, I want to work with you guys as a salesperson. That I'm a graduate and everything. I actually met another lady who works there. And I told her that I want to be it. She looked at me and she laughed. Hey, you're just a security. What are you doing? I said, yeah, I'm a security, but I'm a graduate and I could do it. So I keep hitting on Feraz every time I see him with a smile, and I tell him I want to do this job with you guys. I didn't even know what they're doing, but I know it's sales. So one day he said, Victor, come for training. If you pass the training, I will employ you. So the training will last for 3 days. So I went for the training, and I think he was impressed, and he took me for the job. That was how I started working in timeshare.
Wow. Okay. What is the salary like? What was the salary like in your first job, then as a security personnel, and then now like in sales? What was that like trajectory?
So my first job in Dubai is security.
Yeah.
My salary then was 1,200 dirhams.
A month?
Yes.
That's like less than £300.
Yeah.
Okay. And then as a security supervisor?
Was literally same. Almost same. No, 1,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like £300 again. Okay. Yeah. And then now in sales, how did that?
In sales, the first payment I got is 3,000 dirhams.
Oh, wow. That's a good jump.
Yeah. But the good thing was that you can make 3,000 dirham plus commission. So that was a major one for me.
So how did life change then? So now you've gone from making like £300, let's say, you've more than doubled, right? What you were making, times 3 almost what you were making. What was happening to you mentally? How did you feel? Did you move out of like the bunk bed situation? Like what was going on?
Honestly, it's a long story, but I think, I moved from the bunk bed. I moved to Dera, where I started sharing with 4 people in the room. I moved there to Sharjah, where I got a 2-bedroom and I shared with my friend.
Okay.
Then I moved to Dubai Marina.
So life was elevating?
Yeah, then I moved to Dubai Creek right now. And that's the story.
If you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you would like to become an international property investor in Dubai or in the UK, the link to book a free consultation will be in the description box below. If you're not quite ready to invest yet, check out the affordable video courses that will also be linked in the description box below. And if you would like to relocate to Dubai, set up your business in Dubai, or anything else related to relocating to Dubai, check out www.theprofessionalnetwork.com.
I got a job as a timeshare salesperson. Started working. It wasn't easy also. The sales job was crazy. But the first 3 months was hell because I couldn't close any deal.
Why?
Yeah, I was doing the pitching, everything, you know. You have to pay, clients has to pay you on the spot and everything. So I was doing pitching, talking to these clients and everything. I don't know if they're not buying.
When you say timeshare, is that as in investors buying a portion of a property?
Yeah. So it's like vacation. So buying vacation time for like 99 years, 50 years and the rest of them.
So I think I've heard some people get into this. So that's basically like you have access to a property for 1 week every year.
Every year, yeah.
What is the point of that? I don't see what the benefit of that is or why someone would want that.
For me, I don't think it makes sense to me.
Okay, but you have to do your job.
They pitched it to me, I started selling it. But for me, I would never tell anyone to buy it. I prefer you go buy your own house.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into sales now because that journey is really interesting and thank you for sharing that. Because in the time that I've known you very successful in real estate. Real estate, obviously, a lot of it is sales. I actually thought you came from a actually relatively well-off background, because I thought your network was people who maybe like you had grown up with. So you've obviously managed to completely change your situation around. What are some of the things that maybe you learned through your sales job that has contributed to your success? How did you go from not closing anything in 3 months to now, having made, 7 figures? What are some of the lessons that you can share with us on sales or just work, all of that stuff?
So in sales, I'll tell you, one thing you should do is you need to do more of listening.
More listening.
Yeah. Especially to your clients. You listen to understand what they want. Every buyer you meet out there has a reason why he wants to buy a property or whatever. So you need to listen and understand. Most people who are buying properties don't buy property because they want a good ROI or they want to get the returns and everything. So, but if you don't understand that, you cannot sell them. You understand? So we solve problems. For me, I help people solve problems. So I need to understand your problem. Then I go back and look about how do I solve this problem to these people. That's why for me, I don't sell any property to my clients. I listen, I go back home and I think. I take your time before I say, this is the property I'm going to sell to you, right? I need to listen, I need to understand. Okay, he wants to move his family. Why? Security reasons. So I know he wants a secured place. He wants a gated community. Some people buy because of class. So in timeshare, I met a client who made me understand. Because I sat down with the client, I was pitching him, I was saying, hey, if you buy this property now, and in 10 years you can make this amount, blah, blah, blah. He said, Victor, go and sit down. Victor, go and sit down. This money you're talking about, give me now. If you give me now, you told me 10 years I will make money, right? If you give me now, in 2 months, I will double the money for you. And that's true. For me as a businessman, I understand this also. Because if you give me 1 million dirham, I can make 1 million dirham, 2 million dirham in 1 month. Or let's say 3 months, because I buy the product, I take it to my country or wherever in Dubai, and I sell it, I'll make it double the price. So why would I go invest it in property and wait for 10 years to get my return of investment? So most people who do this kind of real estate, who want to make return, are those people who don't know what to do with the money. So he told me, Victor, don't sell all your clients with profit making. The only thing about real estate is real estate. It's real. It's something you cannot lose your money. So for me, if I have this 1 million dirham and I put it in business, there's risk in it.
Yes.
So buying the goods, it might be, maybe I'm buying from a scam person, or I put it in the ship, it's on the sea, it capsizes, and maybe someone duped me and the rest of them. But if I buy a property, it's real, it's there. Even if the house get burned, the land is there. It never changes, and the price keeps. So even after 10 years, if you buy for 1 million, in 10 years, it's going to go with the market price and everything. So for example, I bought a property in 2019 for 1.4. Same property now is worth over 3 million dirhams. So it moves. But still, I could use that 1.4 million dirhams in business and make money. But I might lose it in 1 or 2 things. But in real estate, it's static. You make your money. You're sure of it. So I always listen to clients, and I know what they want. Is it security? Is it... Some people buy because of Eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most clients buy because of Eagle. There's a marketing Dubai Property did sometime in 2019 or 20, and they put all over on the billboard and say this property is not for everyone. So it was like, this property is not for everyone. How come we're here to sell property and you're saying it's not for everyone? So if I have money and I come and you say you're not going to sell to me, but it was a marketing skill, because
it's like exclusivity.
So because of that, some clients say, wow, this is not for everyone. I want to get it. So there's also another property in show I remember. It's like Esther or one of them. When you go, before you could see this property, you have to sign. They said this property is not for everyone because the chairman has a unit there, and whoever is going to be there needs to, So most clients want to say, I want to be there, because there's a chairman and everything. It's Eagle. They don't even care if you're going to make, what's the ROI, what's the rental income and the rest of them, So for us, we always look at the rental income and the ROI and the rest of them. So if you're buying a villa worth over 100 million, you're never going to get a rental income properly well. You understand?
Facts.
So we need to understand what the client wants, then we give it to them.
How did you go about securing higher net worth clients? Because I'm sure a lot of these people, which you were saying that they don't care about the ROI, blah, blah, blah. These are going to be higher net worth clients, right? These are not people who are maybe like, I have 200K USD, I have 300K USD. People who probably have a lot more. And if you haven't come from a place where you have those people naturally in your network, how did you go about building a network of higher net worth clients who can spend a bit more, but also being a person that they can trust?
So trust is earned. And it starts from a little place. Most time, people try you with a little and see how you're going to deliver. Without they keep trying you. And they get to a level and say, no, this guy is good. So I've gotten to a level whereby I've met most of my clients and they say, I met this new guy and they're scared. Can I give him this money? And my client will tell them, go ahead, give him the money, no problem. One even go to the restaurant and say, can you sign that whatever happens to this money? So yeah, bring it. He signed. I didn't even know they were doing this. He said, Victor, I signed that if this money is lost, I will pay. I was like, really? So yes, that's the level I trust you. So over the years, we built that trust. You understand? And I tell people I used to tell my staffs and most of my friends how I started getting clients. So I used to sit down, do cold calling and the rest of them. It wasn't working that much. And I said to myself, I need to do something. So what I normally do then, I don't do it anymore. So I just get up, dress properly, look good, and I go to the mall. I go to Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Fendi, and the rest of them. Act like I want to buy something there. I was looking around and I see some clients who are looking good. Check them out, check their shoes, check their watch and everything. The next thing, I start a conversation with them. Like, what do you do? So this is always my first question. What do you do? So I want to know what you do so I can know even if you're not the client, I know. For me, people call me in Dubai the connector. Because whatever you're looking for in Dubai, legally, I definitely know someone who does it. Is it in the oil and gas? Is it in real estate? Is it in buying and selling? Whatever. I know somebody who's going to make it happen. So when I go to this mall, I go to Gucci, Louis Vuitton, I ask people, what do you do? So one of my major clients I met was in 2019, and he was in Dera City Center. I was walking, he looked at me and said, hi, how you doing? I said, where are you from? Nigeria. I'm Nigerian too. He said, okay. So I asked him, what do you do? He said, it's oil and gas. He asked me, what do I do? I said, I'm in real estate. So wow. I asked him, have you ever done real estate in Dubai? He said, no, but I'm thinking about it. I was like, okay. I said, I would like to show you real estate because it's doing very fine. So yeah, okay, Victor, I'm coming back next week. Call me and let's look around the real estate market. And next week, I just told him, yeah, Victor, how do you know? I just landed Dubai. Where are you? Let's catch up. So I met him, drove. Said, okay, take me to these developers and I said, let's look at it. I took him to Miras, I took him to Emma, I took him to DP. For every developer I took him to, he was buying.
No way.
Yes. So not just him, I met many clients in top places. So for networking, I feel like you need to go to locations where you're going to meet people who can afford what you sell. I could remember when I was in Sharjah, I was still struggling then, and my friend told me, hey, Victor, let's move to Marina. I was like, Marina to do what? Do you know how much the rent is? He was like, don't worry, let's move there. I said, if you move there, you're going to know. You're going to be happy. I said, really? So I struggled and I paid for rent in Marina. But I think Marina helped me build the kind of people I meet in Marina, the places I go to, change my mindset, make me want to work hard. Because anytime I wake up, I know that there's rent for me, waiting for me. I'll wake up and go and look for money, you understand? So the places you go to, the network is very important. So I tell people, always,
get into the spaces.
Yeah, go to places where you think high network people. Pay for that business class, pay for that first class. You're going to meet a lot of people there. Yeah.
That's good. I love that. How many real estate cycles would you say you have seen in your time in Dubai? Because a lot of people will say that, okay, Dubai's had a really good run for the last 5 years since COVID, right? So everyone who bought pre-COVID or early 2020, 2021 is now seeing, I think on average it's been like 20% growth. But some people will say that it's just in an upcycle and there is, a bubble is waiting to burst. What would you say to that? And are you expecting a change in the real estate cycle?
Okay, I was not in Dubai in 2008. That was the time they said there was a crash in Dubai.
Yeah.
So after that, Dubai learned a lot of lessons and they took the lessons, So before then, as a developer, you could just come in, look at the land, go meet the bank, and the bank gives you a loan, start selling. So now, even as a developer in Dubai, you want to develop, you must bring that money, half of it, and put it in an escrow account where the DLD holds it. You understand? So even for any reason you don't have money to complete, they have your money. So now you can start taking money. And whatever money you're paying for the property, maybe clients started buying off-plan from you, it goes to an escrow account where the developer cannot even access it to a certain level. So there are steps of taking money. And that's one thing they did to protect the market.
Yeah.
So in 2020 or 2019, when the COVID came, people were scared. But the only reason people were selling for low was because they were panicking. In fact, I had a lot of my clients who I told them, let's start buying now. So a lot of clients were buying in COVID time because people were panicking. They were selling on a low price. They're selling low. But my clients and most people who are investors, especially the Indians are so smart. That's the time they were buying. So they're buying a lot. And after 1 year, the panic is gone. Same property they bought for like 800,000, they were selling back to 2.5, 3 million dirhams. So they're panicked, you lost. So Dubai, I've gotten to a stage whereby they understand the industry, and I feel like there's no bubble. Because I feel like Dubai is not yet tapped. If you look at the market, if you look at Hong Kong and other countries like UAE, their prices are still more affordable. So right now, no matter how much you have, there are places you can actually buy property for the right price. So that's it.
Why do you think it's important for those in Africa, or do you think it's important for those who are based in Africa or like other developing countries to invest in real estate in Dubai?
I'll give myself, for example. I have properties in Nigeria also, and I have in Dubai also. For me, Dubai property and my funds are stable. In Nigeria, I remember I took out some money and I sent it to Nigeria to buy some property. Yes, the property appreciated, but my money devalued because Nigerian currency devalues, right? So, but in Dubai, since I came to Dubai, the dirhams has always been 3.67, 2012, and today it's 3.67. When I came to Dubai, Naira was 40 dirhams, 40 Naira for 8 dirhams. Today, as we speak, the same Naira is over 400 Naira to 1 dirhams. So imagine if I took out $3 million equivalent Naira in Nigeria and I bring it to Dubai and keep it here, right? It would have doubled. It would have gone almost 200 times more. Me not doing any business, just leave the money here. So property is doing well in Nigeria, but because of our Naira, our currency is not stable, we have this problem. So I want to put my money where it's stable. So for me, I buy in Nigeria because this is my country. And I believe like one day it's going to be better, right? But in terms of I want to do a sure investment, I do it in Dubai. Because I know. I could do my calculation and it's going to come out right. I'm not going to say, oh, the dirhams crashed and everything. No, it doesn't crash. In Naira, it crashes. In Dubai, it doesn't. And again, if you look at Nigeria, it's only us buying in Nigeria. Just maybe few investors. But you look at Dubai, everybody all over the world is investing in Dubai. Europe, Americans, Africans. So that's why the market would always be doing fine compared to Africa right now.
Yeah, I think it's so key. I think it's especially when it comes to like wealth preservation, diversification, like investing. I mean, it's great to invest back home, but like, yeah, people have lost. I speak to so many people, not just Nigeria, even like Lebanese people as well, where their currency has fully devalued and people who've had all their wealth tied up into, and you still have the money still there, but it's worth nothing when you take it elsewhere. So I think it's so important to diversify. And that's why the podcast is called Building Wealth Without Borders, right? Because sometimes you do need to do that. So you set up a holiday home business. Yeah. I'm guessing that kind of came out of the demand maybe you was receiving from clients who are actually purchasing. So can you talk more about, why you decided to set up your holiday homes business? And do you have any insights from that business on which like properties rent the best, give the best ROI, give the best capital appreciation?
So why I got my holiday home? Because I have a real estate company in 2019. Then in 2022, I started my holiday home. Because in 2019, we bought lots of off-plan, and in 2020, handover started happening. So now, most clients are not looking to get a rental income.
Mm.
If you just want to get the appreciation price, so for example, if they buy 1 million, they want to sell for 3 million and they're out of the market. And sometimes it takes 6 months to 1 year or 3 months or whatever to sell this property at your right price, right? So now what it means is that this property is going to be empty. So that's what we're doing. Then I said to myself, while I'm selling and waiting to sell this property, we can be making money in this property. Then I said to my clients and myself, instead of renting it for an annual yearly contract where they have an ejari, you know, when you rent a property and it has an ejari, you cannot kick the tenant out when you want to sell. You have to give another 1 year notice and on the reason that you want to sell or whatever. And I don't think it's going to be fair if you rent this year and next year you tell your client, hey, I want to sell to get out. It's not easy to settle down. So what I decided to do now, and I said, okay, let me get a holiday home where instead of my apartments being empty, I rent it on short stay for 6 months or for 1 year and make the money still and still sell. Because most people leave the apartment empty for 1 year because they want to sell. So why would you? And you're still paying service charge and other fees.
Thanks.
So is it not better for me to rent it on a short stay, monthly, weekly, daily, make some lot of money and still sell it and make money? Because most buyers we have two types of buyers. We have the investors and the end users. Most people, majority buyers are end users, right? They want to buy an apartment that is empty. So when they come and say, I want to buy this property, is it empty? I say, yes, it's empty. All you need to give me is 1 month notice and it's going to belong to you. So if you tell them 1 year notice, they're going to run away to go look for something which is empty. But anytime my apartment is not just empty, it's well furnished, they could see how it looks like. You know, when you see an empty apartment and when you see a furnished apartment, it
makes a difference,
right?
yeah.
So this is one of the reasons why I
started holiday homes. That makes so much sense. So for those who may be a bit new to the market, but there's a strategy called flipping in Dubai. It's a little bit different to how we flip in the UK or in the US where you're buying like rundown homes and you're refurbishing it. Here, they buy it off plan. So you try to get it at a really good price because it's quite early. You wait till it's ready and then you sell it for a price. And because sometimes you should be selling it at a really good price, then some people wouldn't care that they're still losing money on a monthly basis paying service charge because they know they're going to get the lump sum when they sell. But what you did is quite smart. Is saying, okay, well, you're going to get the lump sum when you sell, but you could also still make money from it whilst it's there. So that's really good. Are there any insights you can share on like what properties rent the best? Are there any sort of, let's say, apartments that you don't take on for like holiday rentals? Because we have a lot of people who watch and who do Airbnb, stuff like that.
So for me, I don't sell every property that comes into the market. So a lot of things I look at. I look at the location. I look at the developer. I look at the price in the market. Is it worth it? Sometimes I'm a specialist in off-plan, right? But I still do secondary market because sometimes secondary market prices are good.
Yeah.
You understand? So there are places I wouldn't buy and the places I always buy. And the price, it all boils down to the price. The price, then the occupancy is very important.
Yeah. So
I know these places that is in demand. Even if it's a new location, like for example, Creek, once I started selling Creek, it was a new community, right? But we knew Creek is going to do well. I've been singing this song about Dubai Creek long time ago, that don't sleep on Creek, don't sleep on Creek. As of then, a 1 bedroom in Creek was just 700,000 dirhams.
Imagine.
Right now, a 1 bedroom in Dubai Creek is not minimum 2.2 million. And it's still going to go up because the plan, the structure, the design for Dubai Creek is going to be one of the best community in UAE as I speak to you. Right now, it's already amazing.
It's sick.
But more is coming. The tallest tower is coming. The biggest mall is coming. You know, the artificial beach is already there. So it's a lovely community. Dubai Hills, even before it got to what it's doing now, I used to say Dubai Hills is amazing. Downtown, already doing well a long time ago. Another place we're looking at which is going to do well is the Dubai Island. Amazing. And they're all doing well.
So if you're doing, what units rent the best, highest occupancy rate?
So previously I used to think, you buy a 1 bedroom is doing very fine. Nah. For me now, if I even have a 4-bedroom, I'll go for a 4-bedroom.
Really?
Yes. So do
for
you
an
know
apartment?
Why? Yeah. Do you know why? In a building right now, yeah. In a building, they can have over 300 1-bedroom, 200 2-bedroom, 23 bedroom, and 4-bedroom.
Fair.
Yes, the demand of a 1-bedroom is more, but the 4-bedroom is less.
Right.
And you don't even, so when you put it out there in the market, when I list it, it's not out there in the market. So your customer is going to come directly for you.
Fair. I see that.
So it depends on the project and whatever. So for me, I go for 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom. Then 1-bed sometimes, yeah. But a lot of people have a 1-bedroom. But few people have 4-bedrooms.
This is for rentals.
Penthouses. So in a building, you only have 1 penthouse. And someone who wants a penthouse, it's only 1 person. Yeah, 1 customer, 1 client, 1 unit. So if you have 10 clients, then you're good.
Fair. Is this for rentals? If you was going to flip something, would you take the same strategy?
Yeah.
You flip for a 3-bed and 4-beds as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I look at the quantity, how many units are in the building. For example, in a few buildings, you just have only 2 4-bedrooms. And in this place, you have over 500 1-bedroom. Which would you go for?
Fair. Okay. I like that. That's different. Most people would not take if you're going to go for like a bigger size, they go for villas instead.
People, for this holiday home right now, I have a guest who's asking me for a 4-bedroom. I don't even have it. So whoever have 4-bedroom is doing so fine right now. I have clients who want to paint houses. If you don't have it, you cannot. You have clients for every unit. The 1-bedroom, you can have lots of clients, but a lot of unit and a lot of competition. Because of that, I'm reducing my prices to compete with the other 1-bedroom units every time. But the 4-bedroom, I decide the price because there's nobody who has this unit like me.
Fair.
In Dubai, the bigger the investment, the bigger the money you make in Dubai. Yeah.
You think so?
100%. I tell my clients, you want to go big, go big. The villas you buy for 40 million, you can make 80 million on it. But if you buy a 1-bedroom for like, let's say 1 million, you can make 1.2 million on it, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. Compared to you making double of whatever you invested in the big villas.
Okay. I like it. Okay, so why did you decide to start Eviron?
First of all, I'm somebody right from time who is very conscious with health, right? The food I eat and everything. Sometimes I just eat it. When I'm eating the bad food, I feel so bad I'm eating it. But I am very, very conscious about the food I eat. So everybody who knows me knows I'm careful. I always want to check sugar, fat, and the rest of them. And I always say to myself, I would like something that is healthy and the rest of them. So I was talking to one of my clients one day. He's into the pharmaceutical line of business, right? So he said there's this drink he has, Eviron. He tried to penetrate the market in 2008. Due to the VAT, Dubai started bringing in the VAT and the tax then. So he brought in here and he couldn't sell it. So that's how he lost out and he backed out. So he didn't want to continue anymore. So he brought out a drink. And I tasted this drink. It was so sweet, so soothing and amazing. And I read it, I looked at it, I said, delicious taste. No caffeine, no refined sugar. Meaning the sweetness is coming from fruits. I was like, wow. I said, we have to take this drink back to Dubai. I said, really? So yeah, so let's become a partner. I'll make sure this drink goes back to Dubai. And we shook our hands. And I took some sample. I came into Dubai. I gave most people sample to taste it. They're like, wow, very nice. This drink's from Bam. Nice. I said, okay, very good. I found out that in Dubai, people love to take caffeine. I see my friends and my colleague, when we're in Ramadan, no caffeine taken, right? At that time. They come and they're like zombies. Like, if they don't take coffee, they're dying. Because in Nigeria, we don't care about these things. We wake up in the morning, we're strong and we're active. But you have to take coffee and that's okay. And this, we have ginsengs and the rest of them that keeps you active, like caffeine. and it's healthy for you also. So I said, okay, I'm going to replace this. Instead of certain people, instead of taking coffee, take this. You understand? So I started pushing into the market right now. Right now, we're around over 800 shops in UAE.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're on Talabat, we're on Kareem, we're on Amazon, we're in Dubai store. We're almost everywhere right now. And everybody who has taken this drink always give good testimony about it. So the good thing is that you're taking something healthy and something sweet. So you can replace this with your normal soda you take. Instead of taking soda, you take this and you know it's healthy. So that's how I became a partner of Eviron. And now we're making Eviron one of the best drinks in UAE.
Yeah. How have you found doing this business in comparison to the other businesses that you've done? Like, has it required you to like learn a different skill set, or is it like, no, I'm kind of used to this? Because you do other stuff on the side, right?
Yeah. So I'm this person who believes in diversifying my business, my
income streams.
Money, right? I don't believe on one stream of income. You can come to me, I can tell you that I'm doing a lot right now. And it goes down because of my dad. My dad used to be a businessman who was doing so well. And all of a sudden, things go south for him. So I always ask him, like, what do you think happened? You used to be a very big man. What happened?
How can you ask him that?
Yeah. You see, they said, if you don't find out what killed your father, it will kill you too. You understand? For example, if there's a health condition that all this family has and you don't know and try to sort it out, it will come to hit you also. So I'll ask him, like, what happened? What went wrong? So he used to tell me. So he used to be the distributor of this Farm Belt and rest of them. Everyone. So when Farm Belt went out of style and nobody's buying it again, his business went down. So now what I do is diversify and always try to move with trend, whatever people want. Right now, as I speak, people are very conscious about health compared to 10 years ago.
Very true.
Long time ago. So now, whatever you need to bring into the market needs to be healthy and you're going to do well in it. That's why I bring Eviron. Real estate, buying and selling, So me, I know that real estate, I will not be so strong to chase over clients when I get to 60 or 70, right? So I started buying properties and selling also. I know that I need to do business also. So if I make money from real estate, is my number one, my first love, right? So I make money from real estate and I put it in this place. So I have 1, 2, 3, 6 stream of income. In COVID time, where we're not when things were rough, whatever, I was making money from my cosmetic, my food industry line, and everything, right? So if I didn't have this business, I was just relying on one business. So I really, really believe on different stream of income, 100%. Don't just rely on one business instead. I tell people, especially we are in the industry where we're broker and assistant, you can stay 3, 4 months or 5 months not making money in real estate. So if you make money, you're living in the bank. No, you have to use that money to start making money for you.
That was great. That was great. I can definitely agree with that in terms of having multiple streams of income, especially in a field like real estate as well, where you're making commissions and there are cycles and stuff. So we are going to be moving on to the Wealth Warrior segment of the podcast. And this is where one of the listeners sent in a dilemma and they would just like your advice. So this person says, how do I go about building wealth with a weak passport? So this is a question that has actually come up quite a few times in the dilemmas, but I've had to wait for the right guest who is in that position to be able to share, because obviously I wouldn't be the best person to answer this question. So what would you say if someone has a weak passport, let's say a particular African passport, an Asian passport, how would they go about building wealth?
Okay, building wealth with a weak passport, I would say, I'll use myself as a case study, right?
Yeah.
And when I was working as a security, and I moved to being a sales advisor, I see my friends trying to apply for visa to go to different country. And most of them get rejections. But me, I told myself, right, that I'm not going to apply for visas. I'm not going to go where I know that I'm going to get rejection. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make sure I'm coming out right, which is I know my bank account is right. My business is right. I have my own house. I have my rental income, everything. So After I did this, I went to the bank. I went to apply for visas. They've seen my credentials. They've seen, oh, this guy is doing well. No matter how weak your passport is, and if people see you're successful, they will definitely give it to you in terms of business. So the places I've gone to address myself, they know who I am. They see how you come, what you do, what you drive, where you live. These things, when they see it, they don't even care about your passport. So passport these days are because maybe they see you're low, you don't have money, you don't have income. But when you're doing very, very fine, everybody wants to respect you. They don't even care your passport. Another thing you can do is you can try to get passport through
residency by investment,
and the rest of them. But for me, I feel like if you're doing right and you're doing properly well, you're hitting it in the industry and wherever you are, as long as you're making money, people don't care about your low passport or wherever your passport is from. That's what I feel for me.
But what if they're at the beginning stages, so they don't? So would you say that if you have a weak passport, it's even more critical for you to be successful, to overcome the challenges and the limitations that come with having a weak passport?
Honestly, you having a weak passport, if the people who have a better passport, they work very easily, you have to double your hustle. You have to, if they're going one time, you go triple time for it. For example, getting a job, maybe people calling you for an offer, they see you from Nigeria, you see you from Ghana, you see you from Uganda, wherever you're from, you might not get that advantage. So you have to go extra. For example, if you're stopping at, let's say, degree, you go up to the master level. You understand? If you're doing business, you show up every day, you make sure you get it. In security, wherever you are, you make sure you're the best at whatever you do. I'll give you an example. In security, I was going to be a security, but at that time, I was still studying to get my NEBOSH.
What's that?
NEBOSH is like a health and safety course you do.
Okay.
So people normal people just want to be in the security. But me, I said, what's the next level for me? So that I can be better. I want to be at the top of my game in this security. So wherever you are, wherever class you are, even as a waiter, even as a cleaner, you want to be the best in whatever you do. So at this stage, people are not going to look at, do you have a good passport or whatever? In every industry you are, just make sure you're the best. That's why you have a low passport. I don't know.
I like that. So basically saying that and it is true, right? Money can circumvent a lot of problems that you would have, and especially having a weak passport, money is something that can circumvent that. But let's say, for example, this person is still based in their country. Let's say they're still based in Nigeria, they're still based in Ghana, South Africa, or whatever, and they're trying to navigate, maybe moving to another country to allow them to be able to, build an economic life or build their family, build their wealth more easily. Then what advice would you give?
So for me, I'm going to be giving myself as an example, because I wouldn't say I use myself as a case study, right?
Yes.
I was in Nigeria before I moved to Dubai, right? So I got this offer to come work in Dubai. As what? As a security. And I'm a graduate. So me being a graduate, I said, okay, coming to Dubai to be a security is a stepping stone for me. You understand? So maybe my passport couldn't get me the job to be a banker or a director or whatever. So I came down to just to get this job as a security. So when I moved to Dubai, I didn't just stop as a security because I know where I want to go to. I know my drive. I know what I want to be. So you can start wherever as a low passport, as a low income or whatever, but just having in the mind that you know where you're going to. That's the most important thing. So for everyone there who is having a low passport, you can start somewhere, but keep pushing to go to the other place you want to be.
Yeah, no, I think that's so good, because even like in general, like being in the UK, right, as like second generation immigrants or whatever, a lot of our parents came over with degrees. I mean, we're Nigerians, right? We're very educated people. A lot of them came over with degrees, but had to take on jobs that may not necessarily have been what they trained for, right? People becoming Uber drivers, people cleaning, like so many people came over, and you have to have, I guess, a certain level of humility to do that though. Because some people wouldn't have the humility to say, I'm going to be a security guard, or I'm going to be a cleaner, when they know that they have the degree for it. But I guess that's the kind of sacrifice you have to make. But with the vision in mind that you have a long-term plan of that, I'm going to start here, but this is not where I'm going to stay. So I think that's really good advice.
True.
So we're going to be moving on to the final section of the podcast, which is the quick fire money questions. So 3 questions, and then you tell me what your response is. Ready?
Okay.
Cool. So the first question is, what is the best investment you've ever made?
The best investment I've ever made? Property.
Explain.
I bought a lot of properties where I made good money.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a property in Privé, Denmark.
Denmark Privé.
Business Bay.
Yeah.
I bought it for 700. And 1 week, and I sold it for 1.1 million.
1 week?
Yes.
Did you buy it distressed?
Yes.
Wow. What unit? Studio?
Studio.
Wow.
I've bought Palace Residence for 1.1. And right now, they're begging me for 2.2, 2.3. 2.3, yeah.
In what space of time?
That is like 2 years, yeah.
2 years.
For 2 years. So I think for me, there are lots of them. It's real estate for sure, 100%.
Has any of the properties you've bought in Dubai not appreciated the way you wanted it to, or not appreciated at all?
None. You know, the one people think are worst that they never buy. I used to remember one of my friends said, I don't buy from this developer. I don't buy from this developer. And the rest of them, I said, no, I buy from everywhere. I just buy the right price. I know how much they're selling. If I buy the right price, it's okay. I can even buy in Ajiman. I can even buy in Umsekim. I can buy anywhere. As long as you're buying the right price, and as long as there's demand there, as long as the rental income. So I check about the rental income. I check about the ROI. So I do this mathematics. That's why I tell my clients, any client who trust in me and believe in me, I will guarantee and I will promise them that you're going to make this certain amount of money on handover. Or if we buy now, we're going to make this money. It's going to take time to sell, but there's no way they're going to sell on a lower price. No way. It's not possible. That's why I don't sell any property. The different, this project, no, I don't sell. Most people know me. I don't sell any property. So that's why most clients can say, Victor, take this 10 million, take this 20 million, go and invest in properties for me. Most of my clients, they never see their properties. They never see it. There's one, he came to me and said, Victor, do you know that all the properties you buy for me, I don't even know where they are. But I'm happy because I'm making money on it. So that's it. I tell most agents, don't just be selling any properties to your client. You might think you're making profit right now, but in the next few years, you understand. It's either they're not happy and they will not work with you anymore. And that's the end. No relationship. I have clients who was, one client came to me and was like, Victor, he was telling his friend that Victor has made me money, a lot of money, I don't believe. And this guy has bought a property that he lost. He wasn't making money. And he was sad. So he stopped buying in Dubai. But this guy was not telling him, he was singing my praise and everything. So he said, give me Victor. He was owing me. He didn't want to give me to the guy. I don't know how this guy from nowhere found my number and called me and said, bro, I want you to buy properties for me. I've been trying to get your number, but this man is not giving it to you. Are you ready to sell to me or not? I have money. I was like, wow. And don't tell him. I was like, wow. So I had to say, okay. So imagine if this other client wasn't happy. He will never refer anybody to you. So we need to as an agent, we need to take time. Whatever you're not going to buy, don't sell it to anybody. Yourself.
Facts.
So that's why I always tell my investors, I am an investor also. I buy. It's what I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell to you. If I'm not going to buy it, I will never sell it to you. So that's just it.
Good. What is the biggest money mistake you've made?
Crypto.
How much?
I think I cannot count how much, but I've given 5,000, 10,000, 10,000, and I lost all this money. So people keep telling me, I see people, they're making money. They're cashing out on this thing. If you don't do it now, you're going to lose, in the next future, blah, blah, this is the future, whatever. And I say, okay, let me try it again. I keep trying it and I say to myself, I don't think this crypto forex, everything is for me. Maybe it's for some people, but not for me.
Maybe you haven't given it enough time.
I believe on the traditional way. I put $1, I put $1, I make $2. Real. I have property. I put it in the market. I sell. I have a product. I know it's working, but I don't just feel it works for me.
It's not for you.
Right now, I have my money in Bitcoin. Sorry, not Bitcoin. I have in USDT there because I know it's safe and everything. But trading, I said no for now because I've lost a lot of money on it.
Fair. Oh, you were trading like Forex and stuff.
I have people trading for me. Maybe because I don't know how to trade, so I give guys to trade and
Really lose all your money.
Yeah. So now I'm scared of doing trading.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then the last one is, what is one piece of advice you'd give to someone who is trying to build wealth or build wealth globally?
Globally.
Yeah. Or just build wealth in general. Both.
So if anybody who wants to build wealth, I feel like you should find something that the people are lacking. Find something. There's something out there. If you're in business, there's a product. You need to do your feasibility study first. Understand what is in demand. You don't just because Mr. X is doing this, I want to do this, and start making money. No. Because he's getting it right and you go do it. You end up failing or losing your money. You understand? When I came to Dubai, most people where I'm from, most of them then, because I was in the dairy sector, so I see a lot of them doing, everybody wants to open a business, is cargo, shipping and clearing and most of them. And there was a lot of competition and a lot of things. I said to myself, what can I do that's going to be different? Where I'm not just going to be servicing only my own people, but everybody around the world. That's what I said to myself. I want to do real estate. Not just being a broker. I want to own my own company where I can control, where you can go and say, this is a Nigerian guy who owns a real estate company in Dubai. We have lots of Nigerian guys who own a real estate company in Dubai right now. But as of 2019, where I started, I don't think we were like maybe 3 or 4. Now, a lot of people are coming out to own real estate, which is good. Own real estate, own your holiday home, own the brand in Dubai. You know, have a drink in Dubai. You know, you have to have something, especially the demand. People need energy in Dubai. I say, okay, everyone gives you energy. People want health. Everyone will give it to you. I start selling it. So we need to look at what people need, what services they need, and just go for it. And I think sky's the limit.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story and sharing it so candidly. So if the people want to find you, they want to find everyone or whatever, let them know where they can find you or your services.
So for me, if you ever want to do real estate in Dubai and you need a guidance, your first time, or you have some money and you want to make money with real estate, yeah, you can call me. We can sit down and I'm going to tell you the right property to buy. So my company is Marvic Real Estate on website. And my Instagram is Victor_Marvic. And
you're looking like you're asking me. What is it?
Yeah, Victor_Marvic, yeah. And my drink, you can get it in Union Cup. It's on Telebat, Karim. Where else? Noon, yeah, it's on Noon. And Insta Shop anywhere in Dubai, in UAE right now. And also, if you want to ever become a partner, maybe sell the brand in any other country in the world, and you have the good network to sell it, yeah, you can reach me also. Apart from Nigeria, the rest of them, yeah, we're open to do it. That's it.
Thank you for coming.
And if you're looking for a short stay in Dubai, if you're ever in Dubai and you're looking for a place to stay, we have one of the best apartments in Dubai. It's a 1-bed studio, 2-bed, 3-bed, penthouses. We got you covered. So reach us on Ofex Holiday Homes.
Invite me to stay so that I can be a testimonial.
Yeah, I'm going to give you one of my apartments.
Yeah.
One night?
No, at least 2.
I got you, don't worry.
All right. Thank you, Victor.